Without a shadow of a doubt, I want to welcome you to another episode of the War Zone and tell you thank you for taking the time out to tune in because without you guys, I would not have a show. I think yesterday we kind of blew that thing out the water. But if you thought yesterday was on fire, watch today. Now, like to smoke victory cigarettes when I'm talking about these clowns at HISD. I know a lot of people, they saw my post about the side pieces. I gave you a snippet of it last night. But I also have to be very smart and strategic how I do it. Because even if they sue me, they ain't gonna get nothing. But I ain't gonna even let you put me in a position where I can get sued. So I'm gonna do what I do. Y'all piece the shit together. All of y'all that's out there, man, thank you for what you do. Thank you so much for what you do. And today was a fabulous day for Monroe Consultation LLC. Of course, the lady that was removed in Klein ISD from her position because she gave me a badge because they were rushing me in a meeting without looking at my ID, which I had in my hand. She got her job back. We had a kid that was going to alternative school in Klein ISD. He not going now. And we had another child that was slotted to go to alternative school in Texas City. But we did an MDR this morning, manifestation meeting. That's what you have to do when you're trying to send a child to alternative school, give him a different placement than where he was. It was deemed that his disability was the reason that he acted up that day. So therefore, no discipline could be given. So he's not going to alternative school. I know a whole bunch of y'all out there camouflage like you education advocates. Until you learn educational law, until you master board policy, y'all out here hustling people. I do this for real. But you ain't come to hear me talk about Monroe Consultation LLC. You came and you got your popcorn ready. You came to see what the big dog gonna unleash tonight. Well, I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna start it off with the side piece edition. Actually involves three people, all of them in the administration office. One of them, how can I put it, thinks he's the head nigga in charge. With two side piece girlfriends. Let me look in my book. I got now one of the girlfriends is somebody that can't seem to stay off their fucking phone in board meetings. I ain't said nobody's name. I could be talking about anybody. A lot of people in there that can't stay off their phone, but one of them can't stay off their phone. And the other one is over a department that deals with some very special children. So there's a love triangle going on in 4400 West 18th Street. Get the bucket and I'll say your name. Sit your ass in the corner like you supposed to do. Sit your ass in the corner and shut your mouth when a grown man is talking. That's how I feel about it. But there's a love triangle, and one of you, in all actuality, is supposed to engage our schools constantly, but you can't seem to do it. Maybe that's because you got your jaws swole up. Maybe you're sucking on too much, but you seem to be preoccupied. And maybe that's why you can get away with murder, because you're sleeping with somebody that thinks they are their head nigga in charge. I said what I said. I said what I said. You can't seem to take care of the schools because you're too busy around here sucking up everything. And the other one, ain't you brand new? You just got in town. You're a traveling hoe. You like to go from city to city and suck up everything in your path, huh? Yeah. But a lot of people try to tell me I need to stay away from certain subjects. We're going to move on. I'll come back to it. And stay away from certain subjects so you don't make folks mad. Well, my job is to make people mad. I ain't in the business of making friends. I'm in the business of pissing people off. And there's something going on at Welch Middle School. It seemed like Welch stayed on my radar. When Rosa Hernandez crazy ass was over there as the principal, y'all already know what it was. I didn't stop until I got out of there. But now Welch has a new principal, DeShonta Everett. Mr. Everett, you come from Dallas, am I correct? You come from Dallas, homeboy. You're very, very good friends with Area Superintendent Cesar Martinez. Ain't that your guy? That's who brought you down here, right? And y'all are all super tight with the chief talent officer, which is Jeremy Grant Skinner. Y'all are all super tight. So Jeremy Grant Skinner, who's over HR, Cesar Martinez, who's the area soup, and DeShonta Everett, who's the principal of Welch. Which one of y'all taking the dick? It's too much going on over there for something not to be happening. Now, people want to say, well, you can't say nothing about these people or those. I can say whatever I want to say. You ain't got no problem with me saying nothing about no straight people. But there's a gay connection in HISD where, and there's nothing wrong with gay people. I'm going to tell you that right now. And I ain't got no issue with it. But there's a connection where the people in charge that can make decisions to hire and fire, they're hiring all their gay friends who are not qualified to hold the positions that they're holding. And then they're letting them get away with bloody murder. They're letting them get away with bloody murder. And my question is why? What makes them so special? If you can't do the job, you need to go. Well, DeShonta Everett, you a clown, big homie. You a clown. So between you, Martinez, and Jeremy Grant Skinner, which one of y'all taking the dick? I said what I said. What the hell is going on over there? Well, I'm gonna see, because from what I understand, allegedly, all three of those men are gay. Cool, that's your business. I really don't care. But when your personal life starts affecting our school life, it becomes my problem. Would you agree? I think you would. I think you would. Hold on a second, y'all. And then we're gonna really get into this thing. I gotta make sure everything is set straight. Okay, here we go. All right. For the last few years, I've made it known that whatever your sexual preference is, that's your business. Don't bring that around our kids, man. You're trying to bring this into schools, and you're trying to normalize it. And I mean, even if you could be gay, you could be straight, you could be whatever. Don't bring your personal sexual preferences into our school environment. It's screwing the kids up. It's screwing the kids up. And I will stand up for every kid. I've represented every type of kids you can name. Trans, I've represented. Gay, lesbian, I've represented. Straight, black, white, the whole 9 yards. The whole damn rainbow, I've represented them all. But I don't believe that you should bring your personal into the school setting. Now, Mr. Superintendent and Max Mall, I know you're watching. Now, you know when I say, let me share this screen, that means I must have something. And I have actually 4 screens open, ready to go with multiple items on them. Because there's something going on at Welch Middle School that's shocking to me. And I can't see how this is being allowed to happen. I know why it's being allowed to happen. I know. Because somebody taking the dick. Let's share this screen, man. Let's go up in here. I got to make sure I'm on the right screen. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Let's start right here. Now, you know I get information every single day. I get information all the time. And what I have to do is when I get it, I've been sitting on this for about a week and a half, is I got to verify it. I got to validate it. I got to make sure it's straight. So when I put it on the screen, it is what it is. Let's start with, let's go in here. Okay. Thomas Woods is the cheerleader coach. The first thing that struck me as odd is, why do you have a man over the cheerleaders, which happen to be girls? I don't understand that, but you know, let's go in there. And one day another male teacher was passing by, and he, I guess, walked into the room and was shocked to see the cheerleaders with their panties and bras on changing in front of Mr. Woods. Hold on a second, Bill. You telling me a grown-ass man is in the room with at least 11-year-old to 13-year-old girls who were in their bras and panties, and HISD, you ain't got a problem with that? I need you to see me, Mr. Superintendent. And you ain't got a problem with that. I know you're going to say you investigated and you couldn't substantiate it, because of course you wouldn't substantiate it, because Jeremy Grant Skinner is over HR. And Cesar is his boy. And Cesar is the one that got DeShante Everett, the principal. So you're never going to find anything wrong with a grown-ass man in a room with some little girls in their bras and panties. Can I use my pronouns? If I can use my pronouns, let me get a hell yeah. Let me get a hell yeah. You don't see nothing wrong with a grown man in the room with some 11 to 13, max 14-year-old girls on the cheer squad in their bra and panties. And this is going on in Welch Middle School. Let's go. Now, Principal Everett took the cheerleader coach position from a female who was a collegiate cheerleader at TSU and gave it to Woods, who stays in the room while the cheerleaders change. The parents were never notified. Investigation never conducted. There's no way you could have conducted the investigation, so that y'all can see this. There's no way that you could have conducted the investigation because you never talked to nobody. So you let a grown-ass man be in the room with some little girls in their bras and panties, and he still got his job. Let's go, man. Ryan Upshaw and Alvin Goldman were on leave for excessive force with a black male student. Allegedly, Upshaw raised the boy above his head and dropped him to the floor with his knee on his head. This ain't the first time that Upshaw's been accused of something like this. But let's keep going. Goldman helped restrain the black male as well. Both assistant principals were on administrative leave, and both are now back at work. Is that the Martinez, Jeremy Grant Skinner, DeShonta Everett connection again? You physically assault a black student. You put your knee on his head. No, you know the last time we watched somebody put their knee on somebody's head or neck, we know how that ended. So let's go on and go. The Welch principal even uses an alias name to recruit teachers for this school year, 22 school year, with the HISD logo and the Welch Middle School logo with information related to the district. Let's go to the next page. All right. Let's go to the next page. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Okay. So now you can see that a little better. So let's go in here. I want to make sure I got it. Okay, here we go. Another thing going on at Welch. Now, whether folks know it or not, I've been deemed handicapped, so I have handicap parking stickers. So when I go to the district or I go to the store, I look for the handicap parking so that I can park and I don't have to walk for it. I need knee replacement and all that. So it's very, very convenient when you're dealing with handicaps. Don't you know at Welch they done removed the handicap parking spots? They took one of the spots and made it the spot where the principal parks. The principal had all this done. So there's no handicap parking spots over there at Welch. So teachers were left without AC for 3 days in their classrooms. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to go, and when they left them in the classroom, let's stop the screen. Let's add a screen. I want to know how hot it was in those classrooms. See, this was punishment for some teachers to be in these classrooms without any air. So let's see how hot it was in the classrooms. So if you can see this, for 3 days, this is what this man did and tormented his teachers. This is what he did. On this day, it was 81 degrees inside of the classroom. This is all under the watch of the new principal, DeShonta Everett, who's friends with Cesar Martinez, who's super tight with the head of HR, Jeremy Grant Skinner. And whether it matters or not, they're all gay. So somebody is connected to somebody. Somebody might be taking the deck. The next day, it was 80 degrees in the classroom. Hold on a second. And then the next day, it was 82 degrees in the classroom. Hold on, I'm not backing off. Hold on a second. Yeah. So the thing is, there's a gay connection in HISD that's allowing people to do whatever they want to do if they happen to be gay and the right person gets them promoted. So I've just obtained some information that KO is gay, Sean Bird is gay, Rick Cruz is gay, Jeremy Grant Skinner is gay. All the power players are gay. And all of their little gay friends that's running these schools, that's running them like all messed up, they're all gay. Nothing against the gay community. I'm telling you where the connection is. So the same way I come on here every night and I go hard in the paint against people that are straight, tonight I'm showing you a different view of it. Yeah, so all these people are being allowed to do what they do. Rick Cruz goes He's never in the board meetings anymore. He does what he wants to do, just travel out of town all the time. He gay. Sean Bird don't have the sense that God gave him. He can't make rational decisions. He can't answer questions. He's gay. So they don't care how these schools are ran and how these kids are treated. So let me get back to what I was doing. So these 3 days, this was punishment for certain teachers where they had to stay in these classrooms where the temperature inside of the classroom was 80 to 81 to 82 degrees, all under the watchful eye of Principal DeShante Everett. All right, so let's stop this screen. Let's go. Let me share another screen with you. Oh, Welch is a mess. It's a mess. Let me check something. I want to go here. Okay, so let's go back over here. And let me go in here real quick. All right. So you got people that are watching little girls change in their bras and panties, and they are still employed with HISD. You got people like Ryan Upshaw and Alvin Goldman who physically assaulted, and even Upshaw put his knee on the young man's head, still employed with HISD. My question is why? Why? It's a lot. So just bear with me. We're going to stop this screen and we're going to go back in and we're going to share screen. Let's go here, here, here. Now, let's go here. So what we're going to go. At Welch, they've decided that they don't need hold on a second, man. Handicap parking spaces. They've gone as far as to repaint the spaces, to remove the handicap placards or whatever that is that sits on the poles and identify the spaces as handicap spaces. Well, hold on a second, man. I tell you what, let's look at this. Let's go in here and look at it. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to make this bigger. Now, I covered the license plate because we don't want to give nobody's license plate. This is now a reserved spot. And as you can see down at the bottom, that was a handicap spot. So why are these handicap spots being removed? I'm not understanding that. So the handicaps, signs have been replaced with visitor parking signs. Yeah. Here's another car in what should be a handicap spot, which is now a visitor spot. These are former handicap spots, which should be visitor spots over at Welch Middle School. So I'm not just gonna tell it to you, I'm gonna show it to you. So let's go, let's look at, I think we have one more. As you can see, I want to blow this up. This is a handicap spot. Let's make it big. It's a handicap spot. You see down at the bottom, it's a handicap spot. And let me go back in. But what does the sign say? Visitor parking. No respect for seniors, no respect for parents, pregnant women, nothing. They just do what they want to do over there. They just do what they want to do. Hold on a second. They just do what they want to do over at Welch Middle School. And this is all under the watchful eye of Principal DeShante Everett. All right, so now we're going to go in. Hold on a second. I need to check something. Hold on a second. I'm checking something, so you guys bear with me. And because the teacher reported the removal of the handicap spots, I mean, the signs and them painting over it, that was the reason they left the teacher in the classroom where they had no air. So the punishment for a teacher reporting them removing the handicap spots, the punishment was you're going to sit in this particular classroom for the next 3 days where the temperature was at a max of 82 degrees because the air was not working. And then you wonder why you can't get teachers to stay in HISD. So let's go in here. Let's look at something. I'm trying to pull up some things. Yeah, oh shoot. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can do something with this. Okay, I think I can. Okay, there we go. So now we're going to stop this because all of this came to me. And now we're going to share another screen with you. Let's see what we come up with. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm trying to find this. Okay, open with. Okay, so let's go back over here. And let's see. I think this is it. Let's go. Now, this is something I got from somebody. And what it basically says is this man is so dirty, this principal. He's removed teachers' desks from their room. He has written up teachers for not having copies in their sub bins when they were unable to make copies on the campuses because there wasn't any toner available for the teachers to use. African-American students from K through 12 have dropped in academic performance across the board. They are the only subpopulation group whose growth has declined. Hispanic students grew by 30%. Ineffective principals and teachers are consistently harassed for doing their jobs and are disrespected and treated unethically and not in accordance with district, state, or federal policy, like moving all those handicap signs. So let me see something. There's a lot going on at Welch. Hold on. Let me double check something. There's a lot going on at Welch, and now I can get loose the way that I want to. Let's double check something. Where is this thing? Okay. So now I'm going to come to you right here. How do you keep a teacher that's been watching little girls in their bra pants? How do you continue to deal with the principal who's disrespected the handicapped community? How do you deal with the principal who's at a Title I school and has refused to give all the kids laptops because some of them are poor and don't have money, but they're a Title I school? So can somebody tell me why the students at Welch don't have what they need? But Mr. Principal, you got everything you need, even to the point that you change parking spaces to make sure you can park as close as you need it to be, so you didn't have to walk very far. It's things like that that is going on at these schools. And HISD has a culture climate of gayism where a lot of these people that are gay that are in positions of power just feel like they can do whatever they want whenever they get ready. When they screw up at one school, their gay area superintendent ships them to another school. Cotter. How bad were you at your last school? And now you at the new school screwing up too. But you just happen to know the right people. You happen to know the right people. But see, I'm a strong, straight man. And I'm finna have a problem with what y'all doing. I definitely have a problem with little girls being, you take a qualified cheer coach who was a former cheerleader at TSU. You take them out the position and you put a man over it. I mean, with pedophile tendencies. You got a grown ass man in this school watching little girls get dressed in their bra and panties. And the superintendent ain't got nothing to say. Well, his cabinet ain't got shit to say because 90% of them is gay too. And the other ones on the cabinet, they taking the dick. Well, they all taking the dick. It's just where it come from. The man or the woman. I don't know where it come from. But I tell you this. I told you put Nick Ozuna back where he supposed to be at Bella. This is an embarrassment to you, dude. And the sad part, Mr. Superintendent, Jeremy Grant Skinner knows exactly what's going on because he's the one that has to, deal with the investigations. Why do these people still have jobs? If Gary Monroe, as a community member, as a stakeholder, as a parent, walks into one of your schools and I say something inappropriate, the first thing you're going to do is get me off that campus. So why are these people still being allowed to stay on our campuses? Why is this culture being allowed to exist on our school campuses? You know why? Because y'all some freaks. Y'all some freaks. You got people hold on a second. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Just got some in. Hold on a second, y'all. Oh. Hold on. There we go. Principal Everett, the one thing I don't have to do is put words in your mouth, big homie. We're going to let the people hear from you how you talk to the kids over in Welch Middle School. We're going to let you hear how he talks to them.
We're going to think something wrong with you. I'm going to tell you, if you have mental problems, don't wear ripped jeans up here to this schoolhouse. And let me talk about something else. Y'all need a blanket at home. This is not your living room. No blankets and no pajamas. I'm going to send your parents, but don't call out today. Do not bring those up here.
So you have a principal that's on the speaker of the school telling kids they got mental problems. And this is who you got running the school. Hold on a second. I want to make sure. Hold on.
When you come to the school, leave your blanket in the house. Don't bring blankets to school. You come to learn, you need to wear a coat. We already made an exception for you to put these hoods in, and then you can come up here with these blankets. That don't look good either. I want to say another word. you with an oath. Don't bring the blankets to school. You come up been dirty anyway. I think that's all I have to say for today. I'm going to cut it off. They tell me to get out the phone up here, get out the PA up here. Everybody have a great day, teacher. But y'all better be talking y'all. You see what I put in my email the other night. I'm coming around to these rooms.
He say, don't wear the blankets. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. You tell them don't wear the blankets because they dirty. You tell the kids they got mental issues. Hold on a second, man. Hold on a second. DeShante Everett, put some motherfucking bass in your voice, bitch. Put some bass in your voice and stand up like a grown-ass man. Some kids wear a blanket to school, brother, because they ain't got no money to buy no goddamn coats. And if the blanket dirty, we don't give a fuck. Who the hell are you, dude? Put some motherfucking bass in your voice, bitch. That's how I feel about it. See, y'all done got all these people from out of town and out of state and all this shit. Y'all done brought these folk down here, and y'all think this is fucking River Oaks across the board. We got poor children in HISD. It's a Title I school. If you have a problem with them wearing a blanket, use your Title I money and go get them something to put on. All you're doing is messing over the money. I've been waiting to get loose on your ignorant ass all night. DeShante Everett, you better get your mind right, boy, before you be back in Dallas at the work source looking for a fucking job, man. Because your little gay supervisors ain't going to be able to help you, homie. Put some motherfucking bass in your voice when you're in there talking to them kids, man. You already got them fucking confused as it is. And all you people that's rocking with all this gayism and bringing this shit to our schools, your ass finna get the business. What you do at your house is your fucking business. But what you do at this school where I pay taxes, we got a fucking problem, dude. We got a problem, man. And Jeremy Grant Skinner, you need to be fired immediately. Because all this shit is going on with your gay friends that you are allowing to get away with this. Cesar Martinez will remove a black principal, but he ain't going to go over there and fuck with no gay black principal. You remove a straight black principal, but you ain't going to remove a gay black principal. I said what I said. Y'all have come down here and you have turned this school district upside down. We were in a bad place, but we definitely in the pits of hell right now with you demons running this school district. Do something with the pedophile. Get him off the campus immediately. Get him off the campus immediately. And then do something about your principal who seems to have a problem with those poor Latino and black kids, because that's what the school is predominantly is, to the point that he feels they have mental problems. Let me introduce you to my pronouns, DeShante Everett. You blessed because I don't have a kid there. But if I did, I wish a motherfucker would. I wish I did have a kid there. And you said something like that about my kid, you'd have a problem, boy. You got a major problem right now. Because we got more tapes of you. DeShante, there was a principal at Welch named Rosa Hernandez. I ran her ass all the way to Dallas. And I'll run your stinking ass up out of here too. You could take Jeremy Grant Skinner with you, KO. You could take Sean Bird. You could take Cesar Martinez, and you could take your goddamn gay brigade and go. Put some motherfucking bass in your voice when you round them boys, man. We raising strong men. You walking around there, man, I'm going to tell you something, bro. The shit y'all got going on at Welch, you need to fix it. But I think I'll pay y'all a visit. When are you coming? You'll know when I get there. And that three-headed monster, that possible threesome on the administrative level. Sad case, man. So in case you got here late, somebody who think they the head nigga in charge got a wife on the side and 2 girlfriends. Somebody who think they the head nigga in charge of HISD got a wife on the side and 2 girlfriends, and they all work in the administrative building. But this is why we can't get nothing done. This is why our kids, we can't close the achievement gap. Because y'all too busy running around the administration building trying to find the deck. Your jaw stay swole up. You stay in a ton of meetings. For what? And now we've been dealing with this for many years, where certain people, we have a gay problem as far as folks doing what they want to do in HISD. We have a sorority, fraternity problem with folks doing what they want to do in HISD. And we just kind of sick of it, man. And then you want to look at us funny and treat us funny when it's our fucking tax money that pay your fucking salaries. DeShante Everett should be removed as the principal of Welch tomorrow. Send his stinking ass home on administrative leave. Send him over there to meet Nick Ozuna, who been at that warehouse for 11 months because you ain't got shit on him. The baseball coach at Bel Air. But if somebody say something racist, or you think they have, oh, they gone. But these gay people that's running around here out of control, they can say what the hell they want in HISD, and y'all don't do shit about it. Well, guess what? I'm finna start paying all your schools some visits. I'm not going on your campuses. I'm going to disrupt your learning environment because you ain't teaching them kids nothing any goddamn way. You ain't teaching them nothing any goddamn way. Denise Watts should be fired. She's disrespectful, sitting in the fucking meetings, always on her phone and shopping in the middle of board meetings, in front of her boss, who doesn't do shit about it. Maybe, just maybe, somebody getting the deck. Y'all don't like me, I don't like y'all. The worst thing that ever happened to you was somebody gave me some medication to make me feel better. So now I'm going to protest your schools. And oh yeah, by the way, over at Yes Prep Southwest, that teacher that was bothering those girls, HISD take a play out of their book. He's no longer an employee. So this teacher, this administrator, whoever at Welch that's watching teenage girls walk around in their bra and panties, he should not be there after tomorrow morning. And if he is, I'm going to raise holy fucking hell. So the person that's down with special ed, one of the chiefs, y'all having threesomes with supposedly one of the head niggas in charge. Won't you counsel me? You couldn't if you wanted to. See, because the truth is what it is. Now, what you could do is you could file a lawsuit against me. I ain't saying nobody's name, but if you would, then I get discovery in a court of law. And I'd love to embarrass your ass on every single level. Hold on. Every single level. Houston Teachers United, let me put that comment up. Preferential treatment and favoritism exists when a manager or supervisor clearly demonstrates preferential treatment or additional positive rewards to one person over others that are based on their gender, race, ethnicity, age, sexual preference. HISD, you setting yourself up for a massive class action lawsuit because your gay connection is getting rid of a lot of qualified straight people. And I think it's time for us to take this to a federal courtroom, because you have people that are in positions that actually don't even have the degrees that they need. They're in positions that they've never worked in that field in their life. They're just connected to the right people, like Rick Cruz stinking ass. Yeah, Rick, you trash. You done hired all your buddies, all your little gay buddies. And now our school district is falling apart. Guess what? I'm going to keep exposing you. And you know when I expose you, it should go all over the state of Texas, man. So if you think TEA ain't watching this, you might want to get your shit in order. And Mr. Superintendent, you have allowed this culture to exist. You came in wanting to delegate, sit on your hands, and let these monsters run this school district. And they didn't have the motherfucking wherewithal to run nothing. But that's your normal. I'm coming to Welch. If this man is not removed in the morning, I'm coming to Welch. Our kids need protection. And if HISD, you're not going to protect them, I will. I want every handicapped parking space put back as a handicapped parking space. Every sign that was removed needs to be put back. You disrespect the handicapped population. That is a violation of federal law. But that's y'all normal. You don't care nothing about lawsuits because you're not paying them out of pocket. It's just our tax money. You know who I am. If you don't, go research me. It's the war zone. And I'm the 5-star general. And I stand 10 toes down on everything I said tonight.